All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at the market now. It's Wednesday, so Wednesday is another swing day, right? Remember from Monday, I gave you the swing days. Remember, Monday was a swing day for gold, right? So that's Monday. So if you sold the highs on Monday, because the market was already high, right? So from the highs, if you sold down, you should be okay, right? Now, the next swing day for this is Thursday. So on Wednesday, we might be mucking around here a little bit, maybe even making a slightly low, and then going up. Or the option is you're going to wait till the end of Thursday and see where the market is. If we're at the highs, we'll look for sells, or if we're at also on Friday, the same thing. All right. And what else? What have I got today? So SP 500, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq. It's a swing day Wednesday. All right. It was a swing day on Monday for them, and today's also a swing day for all three of them. So let's check it out. All right. So let's start off with gold. So if you sold into Monday, that's fine. Sold into Tuesday and Wednesday, that's fine. So here we are at this moment. Now let's take a look. Okay, so that's a huge bar, as you can see, going down. So the market should retrace a little bit. All right, and then we should pull back. Remember, I talked about pulling back. It has to pull back. Let's get back to the daily. We have to come back. And despite all the dramas that are happening, the market needs to come back at least into here. We've got to come back, or shall I say at least here. All right, so this is at least where we're coming to. The market will have to come back into the 2008, and I think probably lower as well into this zone. All right, so how can we play that around? Well, on the swing days, if it makes a high on a swing day, then you can actually push it down into here, can't you? Okay, because we're doing financial astrology as well as technical analysis, right? So for us, it's not a big deal because, whenever it goes up, we can get back in the game again. So here, as you can see, that's 2,174. If I get into 2,174, it is around here. So if the market comes back into this zone, this is where you want to be selling off again at the Astro hours, kind of closing this off and then going back. So that could be done on a Thursday as well. No problem. Also on Thursday morning, which is the Asia session, you're going to have to be careful, which is what I warned you about before. So the Asia session, early hours of my morning are going to be important on Thursday. All right, so that's that. So if the market comes back up here, then Thursday is also a good option to sell. If you want to buy into that, you're going to have to do it from the lows. All right, I put the Astro hours here already. They're already in the members area, so no real dramas. Now on Monday, I talked about this zone here in the evening. I said this was the critical zone. Right, this was the critical zone, 7 o'clock, 7:30. You remember what I said? Okay, on that video as well, you can check it out. 7 o'clock to 7:30. That was the zone, and that's your 7 o'clock right there. All right, so that's just 7 o'clock. Market making a sweep. All right, going just above London there, and then we're right in there. Okay, so New York is sweeping above London, and then selling off. Now, if you sold off here and your stop loss was just above there, you would have covered the trade in any case. Okay, you would have maybe taken profit here, or you would have just let the trade run, and that would have been fine. Okay, so knowing Monday is a swing day, you would have kind of like followed that through into that zone. All right, so today though, Wednesday, this could be like an inside day, or we could like start pushing up towards Thursday. Thursday and Friday are going to be a swing day. So from the highs, if we're at the highs, we're going to look to sell off. If on Thursday we're down somewhere, then we want to look up into a Friday to sell off. Or if we catch a breakout, we'll push further into a sell position on Friday. Okay, but we want to sell on that retracement, so keep an eye out for this zone here. And I will just do this because this is the volume zone here. All right, so this is where all the volume kind of like played in at that price. Okie dokie, so I hope that helps. Now let's see. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar as well, I noted the swing days, which was Monday for this one as well. Okay, and we've got Friday for this too. So we should be like kind of sizzling down in a sell mode as well on this one. So with the euro dollar at Astro hour, selling is not a bad idea. Now the first Astro hour I already put on the members area. Here was at 6 to 10 past 6, and this is your 6. This is your 6, 10 past 6 zone. Now, the platform and my time are now the same. All right. So just be mindful. Looks like the platform is now in summer time zone. So they've kind of advanced their platform hours. So this, as you can see here as well, my time is 7:52. This is a 15-minute chart. You'll see this is 7:45. All right. So we're going spot on with my local time. And yesterday that was the same as well. Okay. So what we want to do is if the market goes up, selling is an option. If you want to sell on a breakout and a pullback retracement on it, that's also okay to do so. All right. So today, like I said, all you got to do is make your technical analysis and then trade on the hours according to your technical analysis. So pushing further down is the way to go. You want to head down to 59, 56, 54, and that's going to be 1.0905. 09, let me see, 0905, 0890. So 0905, 0890, as you can see, is already here. All right, so this is the zone where you want to be targeting with your shorts, okay, and we should end up here, okay. Obviously 1.0905 is also relevant for us. Why? Because that was the low of yesterday. So this is your target zone here. It's a target zone down here. So if you want to sell, push it down into there. Is there a level to sell according to the PST? Well, that's your 67 goodbye kiss, 1.0926. 1.0926 is spot on right there. Okay, so if you had the PST level, 1.0926 is right there. All right, so pretty much in that, well, that's pretty much right on the closing. All right, so that's that. If you want to put a stop loss, just do it above the high of Sydney or Tokyo. Actually, you can put it above the high of that as well. It's not a big deal. It's only 10, 15 points. And you want to take much more out of that as well. All right, so or like I said, you can wait for the market to come back in a smaller time frame and then push down. Okay, so obviously no selling around here. If the market pushes down, wait for the retracement into an Astro hour and then sell it off. Oh, there goes my phone. And then sell it off. All right, and that should make a lot more sense. Okay. Let's take a look at SP500. Now, SP500, as you know, Monday was a swing day. That's your Monday going up. Okay, it's crazy. And Wednesday, today's a swing day as well for this one. Is it today? Let me just double check. Yeah, I just told you as well. Now, when for this SP500, we've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, so that's going to be important for us. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so Wednesday, okay, so this was Monday, market going up, as you can see, into Wednesday. So Wednesday could be a high as well. We'll be looking for swings on there as well. Now, good time to look for swings, obviously at prices. So I've got 71, which is 5,207. Now, 5,207 is going to be here. All right, so the market might come up, pop up a little bit here, and that's fine. 5,207 on the daily. Also, what you want to look out for is that LCL1 line, 5,219. So that's going to be a sell zone for us because it's a target zone. If you want to buy into that, you're going to have to buy on a pullback, but do it at Astro hours, obviously. And on the weekly, as you can see, we've got that LCL1 line, which is 5,303, which is like pretty far out. Okay, that's like far out. So in this, in this zone here if you jumped in on the lows on the swing day here Monday, that's like nice and easy. Okay, that was your Friday there. Okay, as you can see, the high and the low of the day. On Friday, that was your range. Market is going up on Monday. Nice and easy. All right, and that should kind of like follow up. If we get up into there in the astro hours, you can sell in that zone. Like I said, if you want to buy into it, just wait for a pullback to buy into it. Okay, and that's about it. Now, the best time to start trading this one is probably going to be around it could be around 140, 145, and then 10 past 4, so around there, my time, which should take us to 5:30. From 5:30 to 6:30, you want to be careful. 6:30 is a time period that you're going to pay attention to, but the swing, I've noted as well in the comments, might come out around 8 o'clock. Okay, so we might see the market starting to swing at 8 o'clock. Okay, so what's the best time? I'd say I'd go for the 10 past 4. The 8 o'clock is good because if the market swings at 8 o'clock and it's at a technical price, it should take us to a target by 11:45. So we can be able to kind of like, we should be able to get into that zone. All right, even Asia session 2 a.m. That's that. And as you know, the first astro hour for today is 6 o'clock. There you go. All right, that's your 6 o'clock to 6:20. 6 o'clock, and that's your 6:20. All right, so from here, as you can see, the market's kind of like pushing up. And what do we got? What do we have? As you can see, this is the closing and the opening price. So the market wanting to push up a little bit is all good. And that you have divergence there as well. So it's a good push up. Market pulls back right into the astro hour. Look at that. Right in the astro hour, it's kind of taking off. And that's exactly what we like to see. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now with Dow Jones, let's see what we have. Okay, same kind of thing here. Look, with the Dow Jones, I'll mark these levels up for you. Market comes down right into that zone, target zone pretty much, and then takes off, goes into the targets I talked about. Even that one too, look at that. That's nice and cool. That's the retracement. If you take a look at your astro hours, that's 1945, and we had 8 o'clock there yesterday. So 1945, that's your 8 o'clock there. Remember, I warned you about that 8 o'clock, and then that's that market going up into all the way into the closing. All right, which is right there, which we talked about as 11 o'clock. So this is your 10:30. That's your 11 o'clock there. 10:50. We had 10:50. 10:50 is right there. Right, 10:30 bar. Okay. This is what, 15-minute chart. That's correct. So 10:50 is right there on this bar here. And that's where the market kind of like started to go sideways, as you can see. So good one there for the Dow Jones, as you can see. What to do with this? Same kind of thing. We've got a bit of an upwards motion still happening here. Maybe we'll hit a double top. As you can see, there's a breakout here, which is fine. If you want to enter the breakout, 53 is okay, which is 38,881. 38,881 is going to be just there. All right, so this is the zone. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so that's a zone you can tap into if you want to go higher, as you can see. All right, because the market's made a higher high. Buying is not a bad idea. 38,884 here is also good. All right, 38,884. That's not bad. It's kind of like going there. So coming back into this zone to go back up at an Astro hour is also okay. If you're interested, if the market goes up and then pulls back into an Astro hour, you can still go long, I guess, because it is a Wednesday swing day. So we should make a high probably and pushing into that 67, 69, which is 39,311, 428. So 39,311 is going to be around here somewhere. All right, so we should be pushing into that zone there. If the market decides to go up, it's doable on the weekly. There's a breakout here, so here you have to be a bit careful. It's a good buy case on the price. And with Dow Jones, remember we're already on the target here. So this is if we like kind of go up in there, okay, you can look for sells in the target zone. As you can see, the market sold off here. Now this is also a bit interesting. I'll tell you why. Okay, because this is a sell zone. So here you don't want to be thinking about buying. You just want to be buying if there's a pullback. Okay, so if there's a pullback down here, you can push to go up, but this is, you got to be a bit careful here. I don't mind going up with it when there's a PST breakout, any pullback, decent level like here, 53, I think is okay to go back long again. The trend is still long. You're just going with the market, so no big deal. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Now with NASDAQ, let's see what we had. Let's turn this into a 15-minute chart. All right, there we go. So yesterday, choppy, comes back into the Astro hour, going up into the Astro. That's nice and easy, as you can see in the New York session, right? So now what we're going to do, what are we going to do? Let's first get rid of this. This is already done. Now on the daily, we can still get up into that 64, 18,417. Today's a swing day, so 18,417 can be a target. 18,417, which is pretty much up there. All right, so that will sweep stops as well. That zone is okay to be selling. It's matching the 76, is it? Not really. That's 19,037, and that's just like way up and up. So we'll cross that bridge if we go any higher. Now this zone is the high of yesterday, but you can see the market is kind of like making higher highs. If you entered this on Monday as a swing day from the lows, you should have been just fine doing that. All right, so this is, as you can see, the market going up nice and easy, comes back into where they bought before at the news. Where is that level before it broke out? It's this one. Here it is. That's then taken out all the stops there, as you can see. All right, it's nice and easy. There we go. All right, so not much to talk about. If you turn this into a 1 hour chart, okay, if you turn this into a 1 hour chart, you would have had, okay, this is why I do say use your 1 hour chart. Okay, that's the goodbye, that's the there, that's that extension there, market making a sweep and then going up. All right, so using the 1 hour chart is really important. Here it is as well, right there. And you can extend that along. Okay, well, this is already done, so we don't need to do that, but that was what for yesterday. Now today, the same kind of thing. If the market pulls back, you can get in. On the daily, we don't have a retracement here like the Dow Jones, but the high of that is not a bad idea. That's 18,036. 18,036 is all the way down here. So if the market comes down here, you can buy. But if the market does not come here, what are you going to do? 18,036. So if the market doesn't come back down here, but it keeps pushing up, then want to look for sells on the top. All right. And that's how it is. 1, 2, through all that is just a lot of tapping, isn't it? Okay, but remember, there's a target up there, so don't stand in front of it until you get to 18,417. Sometimes I get people jumping into a trade because it's an Astro hour. You don't do that. You do your technical analysis and then you put your hours on there. And if price equals time, you trade. Okay, if it doesn't, you don't. Just let it go. All right, that's how it is. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, as I said yesterday as well, it broke out of the high. So it's got room to obviously go up. So buying on the pullbacks, I said, it's not a bad idea if you're going to day trade. If you are going to be buying and holding, I don't think this is a good place to be buying and holding because every time there's an all-time high, there's always a retracement, okay, like here. So you want to buy on the retracement and it should come back, okay? In any case, you can still pay. You can still play the buy and hold of this initial retracement, and that should retrace at least until the high that it broke into there. Okay. The other option is if you want to get back into this zone. I don't know. It's a bit tricky, but I don't like to buy these highs. If this is also a saucer, as you can see, this is a cup. The handle should come back. Okay, and if it does, you can always trade that. But there's no way I would be buying and holding at all-time highs. Okay, it's just not really going to happen. Okay, not for me anyway. So that's a bit of a call on your behalf. If you want to buy to keep pushing up, it's logical because the market is still going up. And if I do this, if I turn this into a 15-minute chart, let's do that. Let's do this. Right, where can you do that? Well, look, yesterday they closed the gap and pushed up. And today they can do the same as well. So coming down to push up can also be okay. At the tops, do you want to take a sell action as well? If you want, you can at Astro hours, but today's as well, the market can pretty much come down into this zone, okay, at Astro hours and then pick up again, okay, and that's just how it is. Big drop down and then pushing up again. So drop down, pushing up again is okay. It didn't go higher than the high of yesterday at this moment. If it goes above the high of yesterday, then the pullback is okay to go back long at Astro hours as well. Okay, that's that for today.